Slap that. There we go. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. Get out of that. What up, what up? We are live. Bum, bum, bum. Yo, Clutch, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you. On this Thursday. John, what's going on, buddy? Hold on, it's going to get darker for a second. 1 second. And we're here. Boom. Tapology. Boy, we, gosh, what's his name? Olin Chaychuk. His brother finally got announced today. Share my parlay I told you the other day. No, I don't remember. Apparently Roger Jackson was arrested, finally. MMA YouTube GOAT is live. I appreciate you, Glosham. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Smack that like button. Super chats are always welcomed. Appreciate you. 60K all day. Kelvin Gastelum paid Dustin Stoltzfus more than half of his shell money. Wow. Unbelievable. Hernandez finish. Luna finish. Lopez finish. 17 for... Oh, yeah. Yes, correct. Like I said, I liked all of those guys win, and I thought they were all going to be finishes. So, hell yeah. Why you think Loma over Alexia? Well, Alexia's wins over Molly McCann. That doesn't mean anything for me. And Loma is really, really good as a striker and has really good takedown defense. I've just seen more of her. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Shit, it's a little warmer here. I guess not. Probably got Reyes finish over Oldberg. Me too, buddy. Hell yeah, Clutch. Me too. I like Reyes. Since that day that fight got announced, I like Reyes over Oldberg. To me, Oldberg just hasn't looked good in a while. He hasn't looked good. Yes, there's the win over Menafield. That was fast. It's okay, fine. But before that, he didn't look great. And since then, he hasn't looked great. Loma is Loma. Big gap, reach, advantage, Alexia. That's fair. Bro, who wins Oliveira versus Viziev in October? It depends what Oliveira's game plan is. If his game plan is to strike, Viziev. If his game plan is to grapple, Oliveira. Let me check what that means. Because I cannot understand what that's saying. Let's see. Russian? I don't know. Good question. Let me see. Boom. Oh, yeah. I accidentally copied yours. Hello. Appreciate you. Don't you think it's too soon for the comeback? Again, it depends. It legitimately depends. If he goes in there and he's trying to strike him with him, yes, of course it's too early. But if he goes in there and he wants to grapple Viziev and he successfully grapples him, it's not too early. Because we have to remember, Oliveira is a very, very good grappler. So it just depends which one shows up. But make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Helps the stream so much. We'll stream for probably about an hour or at least an hour. And depending on, other stuff, we might go a little longer. Fried Milk, sup. Brandon Couture deserves S tier, agree? I agree. It'll be interesting seeing someone grapple with Viziev. Well, I think Charles Oliveira is a top-tier grappler. So, if someone can get his back and finish him, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean he has to take him down. But yeah, he has really good back takes. He has really good, obviously, submissions. I like Charles. So I agree with the Olive take. Lolita with the $10. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Helps out more than you can ever know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for the night shows. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Working our way up to 5,000. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm excited for that Oliveira Viziev take. I really am. Really am excited for that. I'll appreciate the night shows. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, Michael Olencichuk, yeah, Michael Olencichuk. His brother just got signed. He's fighting Cesar Almeida. It's morning here, but oh well. Okay, okay. I'm excited for Oliveira versus Viziev. Yeah, me too. That fight's gonna be awesome. Scrawny Connor? What? Did I see that right? What about Pereira and Ankalaev? I like Pereira. I think we've seen the best version of Ankalaev, to be honest. And I really think if Pereira shows up motivated, hungry, more output, I think he can beat Ankalaev. Yo, what's up, Mix? 2. Oh, yeah, I got you, yeah. What's going on with Raja now? I haven't been keeping up. He got arrested. His bail is set at $500,000. Pereira, Reyes. I think Pereira would absolutely slaughter Reyes. I got to be honest. I appreciate that, Mix. I hope you're doing well too, buddy. And then we have 1 week for Perth. How would Alexander Hernandez do against Chandler or Michael Johnson? I think Michael Johnson would be a really tough test for Hernandez because he still has really good hand speed. Chandler's weird because he looks good in moments and he looks really bad in moments. Is Hernandez lower level to where Chandler can beat him? It's a question. 500. What are you talking about? I thought Viziev was going to make featherweight. So did I. I guess not. Honestly, he'd probably do well at featherweight if he loses a bit of muscle mass. Gene versus Viziev could be cool. I agree. And again, I was going on the narrative in his last fight that he was going to featherweight. So I was like, ooh, I don't like this fight for him. But he stayed. So my mind was all fucked up with that fight anyways. Underrated matchup, Magny, Jake Matthews. I agree. I like it a lot. So the Junior Tafa fight is off. Does anybody care? Yeah, Tafa's doo-doo. Diego Lopez dog walked Silva in the first round this past weekend. You're damn right he did. Damn right. Taryn, what's up, buddy? I have Jake for the third round finish. Me too. Me too. Volkov, Lewis too. I guess ranking-wise it would make sense, but return the featherweight. Oh, I missed it again. Once Viziev loses to DeBronx, he should move down. Yeah. I 100% agree with you. Yes. Yeah, Volkov Lewis, I don't really want to see. But I guess stylistically, like ranking wise, you could do it. The problem is Lewis has fought everybody besides like Tom. Who's next for Lopez? It depends who gets the title shot. Maybe it's Yair and then a title shot. Maybe it's Lerone and then a title shot. I guess maybe you could do a rematch with Mavzar, but it's anything, it's this fight or a title shot. Aspinall versus Ghana, I got Aspinall KO. Fair. I think the fight's going to be much tougher than people think it's going to be because the movement and the striking of Ghana. But I do think Aspinall wins. JDM Islam, can't wait. I agree. Yeah, you're Rod. Yep. Tom versus Lewis, interesting. Lopez Rodriguez makes sense. Yeah, it does. They don't like each other. Yair. Tom versus Lewis would bring bank after Ghana, would break bank. It would do crazy numbers. Gene Silva said he wants to fight in December. I don't like that. I got to be honest. I don't like that. That's too soon. Let's be honest. That is way too soon. I mean, he just got dropped, hurt, stunned, probably concussed. December is too soon. Unless he's going to fight like some grappler, dude. Is there a card, a December card? I'm pretty sure there is. Pretty sure. Yeah. December 6th and December 13th. So, yeah. Oh, and there's only 2 on the December 6th card, and there's only 4 on the December 13th card. Yeah, 323. And Cop Royval is the last card of the year. Already has 4 fights on it. Lasman Lacerdo, Gillian Robertson, Teresa Bleda versus Jamie Lynn Horth, Cesar Olenchechek versus Cesar Almeida. Gotta be honest, I like Cesar Olenchechek in that. 12 years younger, 2 inches taller, 1.5 inch reach, and he's a big boy with some power too. Lewis should fight Tom and retire. He's old as a rock. Yeah, but a heavyweight, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, pay-per-view, yep. Yep. Yeah, that card's already looking pretty damn good. Let's be honest. Oops. Jack Della's already is in November. I like. Who do you think wins the Ritter? Allen the Ritter. Allen, I'm not a big fan of Allen. Oh, 50,000. Raja's bail is set at 50,000. That's what it was. Oh no. Okay, they don't have the main event yet. Okay. I'm cool with that then. Oh yeah, what the fuck are they doing with RDR? Fighting Allen. If that twat Allen beats RDR and ruins all the goofy hype for him, I'm gonna be a little peeved. You should be. Just skip the BS and give RDR to Arsenine. I feel that. I hate the Ritter. Really? Of all the people to hate, it is not the Ritter. He beat your boy Bobby Knuckles. That makes sense. I get it. He's a good fighter, but I get that. UFC White House in June. Yup. Cam Notway. Oh, another fight going under the radar. Out Nascimento versus Rafael Estevam. Whew, that fight's going to be awesome. Fluffy done fucked. What? He got hurt. He got hurt. And I know how tough Fluffy is, so if he pulled out, it's a serious injury. So, especially this far out. Yeah, we'll see, Connor. Rise Jackson just got arrested 15 minutes ago. Yep, $50,000 bail. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it actually means anything, because it may not. Oh, we also have Ryzen tomorrow. Oh no, that's next week. Jesus, that is next week. $50,000 bond. Yeah. And then next week's Contender Series is pretty good too. Pretty good. 12-1, 15-5 for the main event. 30 years old to 30 years old, 6 foot tall to 5'11". Keep that animal in jail. Yep. He's gonna take over the news space for the week. I hope he doesn't. What do we have this weekend? Nothing. Besides football on Sunday. Thoughts on Bo getting another tough matchup? People forget Rodolfo Vieira beat Cody Brundage. Yeah, he beat Cody Brundage. Honestly, I think the biggest difference is Bo's striking. I think he's a little more fluid. I don't think he's a great striker, but Vieira is more of a statue, and I think Bo can win a decision, and I'm not a Bo fan. When Blanchfield fought Tracy, Blanchfield was 20, Tracy was 25. You think that played a factor? It was Tracy by decision? No. Raja versus Dober. Let's see something. Oh boy. Yeah, Raja's a rabid dog. Yes, he is. I guess Charles Jourdain's brother fights. I didn't even know that. How the heck did I not know that? Oh, he's a boxer too. What? Fought okay competition. He had a boxing match, 2022. Submitted twice by rear naked choke. Okay. Contender series. My goodness. What the hell is going on with Justin Gaethje? Who the hell knows? Give me a title shot or I'm not fighting. Then don't fight. Then don't fight. Do we have 6 fights for the contender series next week? Oh, oh. Boy, am I here for that. Lightweight division is a damn mess. No one wants to fight anyone. Yeah. Like, there's plenty of people that would fight Ilya. It's just not the ones that people want. Like, if they called up Beneil to fight Ilya, he would fight him. Yeah, nothing's going on with Gaethje. Yeah. Yeah. People would fight if they just booked Topuria versus someone so everyone can stop waiting. Yeah, I guess Topuria said he's not fighting until next year. So, I mean, that kind of murkies the water a little bit, you know? I thought Armin said he had a matchup scheduled. I thought he said that. Justin's girl broke up with him, so he won't fight this year. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Armin said he thinks Paddy gets the shot. Such a joke if true. I'd rather watch Paddy get the shot than Armin. Some people act like Raja is getting the electric chair. He did something wrong and deserves to go through the process. Why people trying to act like he's going to go put down in prison? Yeah, I don't think... I think he should never be allowed to fight again. I think you should take that away from him. But yeah, he doesn't spend the rest of his life in prison. That's crazy. But there should be lasting consequences for what he did. God, this fucking... Jesus. Yeah, and it doesn't help by how he was acting either. So that kind of fucks him too. Honestly. Shoot, did I not? Did I actually not? I didn't even share it to the channel. Damn it. We are live. This fight, Tracy or Aaron? Aaron. It'll be bright here in 1 second. There we go. Hi. How are you from Syria? Appreciate you. Doing all right. This fight, Tracy or Aaron? Yeah, I think you got the notification because I put it out on the channel, on the post. That is what's wrong with the black community. It's what gives... I can't speak. I can't speak on that. But it was wrong what he did. It was wrong. It was wrong, for sure. I use translator, but I do not understand what you say. Hello. Exactly. My point is I don't understand why some people feel like he shouldn't go through the prison. He literally broke the jaw and went past the fourth wall. Oh, he literally broke the law, Jesus, and went past the fourth wall. Um, Prison's hard because, like, what do? You give him a year or two. Again, I don't. I think you should take away his ability to fight. I think you should take his ability to do anything like that, combat sports wise. I think he has to pay fines. I think there has to be long lasting consequences. Coming from I give you permission to speak. Yeah, yeah. Sup, broski? Don't know why I got timed out yesterday, but I'm back. No, it was an accident. It was an accident. You're good. Is there anything this Sunday? Just football. Just American football. Which tonight the game was good too. Dolphins, Bills. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Not rugby. It is not rugby. Football with pads. Not rugby. Football. John, where are you from? U.S. U.S. Got kicked out of school, but at least I can watch Islam vs. GDM. Jesus. Crazy how Chris Duncan has been on a roll lately. When I first saw him, I thought, this dude ain't going to last. Now he's creeping up. Yep, he's creeping up. And with performances like that, yeah. Anyways, I always be watching for a Laver Cup. Oh, okay. I don't even know what that is. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Ignoring fighting skills, who would you say is the best athlete? Athletes in the UFC? Ooh. Indiana. Ignoring fighting skills, who's the best athlete? Ooh, man. Best athlete? That's fucking tough. I don't know. You got to give me some more qualification. Let's see. Jonathan Almeida and Michelle Pereira have to be up there. John Jones, easy Brock Lesnar, Volk, Oldberg will KO Reyes. I don't think so. Who else can do a shooting star press at his weight and land on the neck and survive? That's fair. That's fair. I would say Rumble for sure. I think Rumble is crazy athlete. I don't know. That's such a I mean, we had football players before, and they weren't very good fighters. I don't know. When was the last time Oldberg knocked out anyone? Yep. You are delusional if you think Reyes beats Oldberg. Okay. Okay. Ankalaev is not a great athlete. Islam is not a great athlete. Like, he's not crazy athletic. Same thing with Ankalaev. Tom, sure. But then you could say, like, Derek Lewis is crazy athletic for his size. It's a weird thing. I don't care. So, great all-around athlete? What are you talking about, sir? No, he's not. Did you not respond to my loyalty? What? Rumble took a pic with Diego. They were both wearing T-shirt on the Lopez the finger. Really? First thing I read is Dukachev Glaze. Max Holloway is a great athlete. There you go. It's funny how MMA Joey was saying that Raja would never be arrested. Well, he's arrested, thankfully. Michael Chandler Still squatting. Dustin was kind of crazy strong. Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody should be questioning if Chandler's strong or not. Of course he is. Where did you get? What are you talking about? Ankalaev beat the shit out of Poetan. Beat the shit out of him. What? What? Strong as an ox, but barely knocks anybody out? Okay. Span KO'd Reyes with a jab. That was a long time ago. That was before Reyes is this Reyes. Different. Hi from Argentina, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Smack that like button. What are Raja's charges? I would assume assault. Exactly, I don't care. The Lava Cup is basically Europe versus the rest of the world. Oh, okay. I already said it. U.S. I wouldn't say he beat the shit out of him. Yeah, surely didn't. You can't see someone beat the shit out of someone when they defended every single one of your takedowns. Like, that's not how that works. Pereira always does better in rematches. Look back at his kickboxing career. You are correct. Yes. Oberg whooping Reyes. No doubt Oberg beat Jan. That's a tougher matchup than Reyes. I disagree. I don't watch soccer, so I have no idea. Oberg didn't even look good in that fight. There's an argument that Jan won. I want to see Pereira heavyweight. Fair. I think Pereira was burnt out. Correct. Hey, bro, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Appreciate you. If I retired at the Lava Cup 3 years ago, sad day. Oh, yeah. Jan KO'd Reyes. What are you talking about? Who else? I know he KO'd Reyes a long time ago, by the way. A long time ago. What? Great work with the channel. Keep it up. One of my favorite MMA YouTube channels. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a long time ago. What are we talking about? It was a long time ago. Dominic Reyes. Jan Blachowicz. Let's see. Jan Blachowicz. 5 years ago. Thank you. I know a dude who ran over someone 4 times with his truck and didn't go to jail time, but Raja gets arrested for punching a man. Oh, he didn't just punch him. Reyes spinning elbow finish 3rd round. Oberg will look good on the feet in the 1st round, but once Dom starts pushing him against the cage, it's going to be the end. Agreed. Whatever people think, the fact Alex managed to stuff every takedown from a guy who's probably been wrestling since child is impressive. Correct. So Reyes has got better? Obviously. What do you mean who is he beaten? What do you mean? Dustin Jacoby, first person ever to finish him in MMA. Anthony Smith doesn't mean anything, but Nikita Krylov, never been finished until then. And he KOs him. What are we talking about? New subscriber, appreciate you. What do you think about the Argentine using fighters? Argentine. The only one I can think of is Santiago Ponzinibbio. How do you run over someone 4 times? Yeah. When you think John Jones will fight to the White House? Yes, I do. Oberg, a KO round 1 or 2, you will see. Okay. What's next for Howland? He's fighting Mike Malott. Isn't that crazy to run someone over? It absolutely is. No names. They are not on Jan Polish Powers level. Okay. Oh, God. I think so, too, Lolita. Seen it with your own eyes? Jesus. Jacoby in his prime would beat Oberg, in my opinion. I agree. People forget, man, Reyes was piecing up Yuri. Then, again, I guess most do. Correct. How long is Raja in for? They haven't said that. He's just booked. Yeah. And he's actually scheduled to fight Oberg after the Span fight and got hurt. Thankfully. I don't think he beats Oberg then. But I do think he beats him now. I do. So you were saying to me the names that Reyes have beaten recently are as good as Jan. The answer is hell no. I don't think that you can't do MMA math like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Reyes, who's looked really good as of late, and Oberg, who has not looked very good, looked very tentative in his last few fights. I like Reyes. Jan beat Olberg, in my opinion. See? There you go. Hello. Appreciate you. Okay. I already told you this. I don't know why you keep asking me. Jan backed away from Olberg the whole fight. I thought it was Olberg backing away. I thought Jan was pushing the pace on him. Can Floyd Mayweather beat Ilya in a boxing match? Yes. All right, man. You can have your opinion on your channel, but it's wrong. Okay. Okay. Maybe he means state. You are from America? Yes. I'm just saying for how not good Oldberg's looked, even though he's winning, like the non-ability of pulling the trigger, the non-ability of having less activity, I like Reyes. I think Oldberg chins Reyes, okay. Championship rounds will be interesting if it makes it there. Fair. Yes, it is crazy to run over someone 4 times. Yeah. Get crazy to punch someone 20 times in a wrestling event. They are knocked out. Yeah. I feel bad. Oldberg lost to Jan. Feel Oldberg lost to Jan. We need Reyes redemption. Can Manny beat Ilya? Prime Manny, maybe. Jan would press forward, then Oldberg would push forward, and Jan backed away every time. Okay. Jan is not the same right now. Correct. Oldberg is a kickboxer, hasn't finished his last 2 opponents, struggles with fighters coming at him down the stretch. Is a perfect fight for Reyes. 100% true. You think Clarissa Shields does good in the UFC? Absolutely not. Did you watch her in the PFL? She was not good. Appreciate you, AMZ. Oberg fought Jan patiently because he thought he would get a title shot with a victory. I know, but it made it too close, and it made it be like, I don't think. I mean, also, he doesn't look good previously. Yes, he knocked out Menafield, but he also hasn't looked good. He did look good in the Ozdemir fight. He didn't look good in the Dawoon fight, Dawoon Jung. He didn't look good, and obviously this one. Shields no in the UFC, yeah. Oberg hasn't knocked anyone out in a while. What makes it start with Reyes? Oberg hasn't knocked anyone in a while. What makes it start with Reyes? Correct. She could not make the weigh-ins. That's fair. That's fair. People unironically saying Taboria beats Crawford or any other high-level boxer near his weight makes me cringe so hard. Delusional. Fight Milk, you are correct. It's just different. Winner of Reyes Oberg next title shot? Yes. Should it be? No. Shield said she does not want to pursue UFC. Yep, she's focusing on boxing. Hamzat should fight Narsadine in early 2026 and RDR in mid-2026. I agree. Light heavyweight hasn't had a high standard since DC and Jones. I agree. And Goliath will likely rule for a while. I mean, I think Roundtree or Yuri could beat Ankalaev if it gets there. If you ever want to talk some MMA, I'll be down to hop on with you and chat it up in the future. I absolutely appreciate that, and I think that is for surely something we could do. Oops, 100%. Again, I appreciate you for being here. I don't know why it's so dark now. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. Appreciate you, man. Get back here. Appreciate you. You think Neil Magny wins against Matthews? No. Taporia doesn't beat any boxer. I agree. Jesus Christ. I'm not doing that. Ilya beats Islam leftover. Beat Islam's leftovers. Correct. Correct. What would have been more interesting is to watch Ilya grapple with Charles. That would have been interesting. Was watching Jamal pre-Achilles. He was much, much better. Oh my gosh. People forget. How good he was yeah. I think you meant George Foreman. He's still good though. Way better than them. He's still good though. The way he beat them. Yeah. Kareen or Barber. I like Barber. I think she's a little bit more intense, and I think she has that like go, 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 go. Find the finish. I can't think of what the word is now. Ilya got taken down in the Charles fight. Yeah, but they didn't grapple. James Lynch has a jar of toenails on his desk on one of his live streams. What? Ilya and Armin is the fight. Yeah, I agree. Volk Evlov is the fight. No, Evlov does not deserve a title shot. No, I thought Aljo beat him. I 100% disagree that he deserves a shot. He also had a knee injury right after the recovered from Achilles. Jamal was my guy. Yep, Jamal was awesome. Kareen struggled with the pace in the last one. Definitely Barber. I agree. Charles seemed to have a big strength advantage on Topuria. He'd go stumbling into the fence just to get Charles off of him. In wrestling, weight and strength does matter. That's why Armin versus him. Fair. Fair. Aljo didn't beat him. 0 damage. Mavzar did 0 damage. What are you talking about? I'm favoring Vizzy versus Charles. Fair. I think if Charles grapples, he wins. I think the world is... Yeah, neither guy did damage. So the damage thing means nothing. Nothing. Armin versus Patty is the better fight. Armin doesn't deserve Ilya right away. I agree. Mabzar was way more effective on the feet, even though it was slightly on the grappling exchanges were more equal. They were not more equal. Aljo slammed him, or picked him up, slammed him. There was barely any striking positions, so no. And if there was, it was in, what, 1 round? I wish Drew Bronx Topuria went longer. I agree. Same in the house on Navajo. I agree. I love Navajo. I don't love Navajo. He has not been great to me. He hasn't lived up to the hype to me. I got Oberg by KO. Okay. I have Reyes by KO. Oberg has not looked good in a while. Yeah, 145 is competitive. Yep, I think Corey has a good chance to beat Merab. I do not. Corey doesn't do anything great. He does things well, but Merab has more like go, go, go activity, especially if he's putting submissions now in. I like Merab in that. Aljo could have had the fight, but he probably towards control. When Evilov had control, he throws shots, nothing big, but still scoring. Fair. Steam Barber has more dog. Correct. Yes. I still think Mavzar is the best 145-pound, 145. He beats Volk. Maybe, but Volk's not an easy guy to get down. Either way, I want Aljo to fight Volk because Volk would do awful things to Aljo. Okay. Can't believe my day one Abdul Gachokoli. Yeah. Gonna be 15-30 bet by Shadow. Whew. Yeah. His wrestling grappling be too good. If Drew Bronx Topuria went longer, who would have won? It depends how long. I mean, if it's going like 4th and 5th, we've never really seen Topuria there. So I would, if there's grappling involved, it's gonna go towards Drew Bronx. And I think Drew Bronx is a great striker. You can't fight Topuria like that, especially early. Murphy's the dark horse. Yes, he is. Which of these 3 bring more money? Tom Jones, Diaz, Conor 3, Islam, Ilya. Well, Diaz, Conor 3. I mean, their first 2 fights are money cash cows. So, folks forward will make it hard alone to take him down. Correct. Rodrigo Bontorin fights this weekend in KSW. He has not been good since leaving the UFC. Diaz, Conor 3, easy to be honest. All casual fans will watch. Yep. Now, hardcore fans, like I want to see Islam, Ilya. I want to see Tom John. Yeah. Volk Mavzar, a free legacy for Volk. Perfect matchups. Pillow fist, grappling, heavy hands. Volk doesn't gas, correct. And same counter wrestling, way better on the feet. Volk probably finishes Aljo. See, the thing is like, I think he could finish Aljo, but Aljo's grappling, I think, is different than Mavzar. I think Aljo is more trying to, especially if he's able to get that back. Mavzar is more controlling. Yes, he throws a little bit more ground and pound, but I don't know. Mavzar is the dark horse? No, I don't think so. Lopez do Bronx 155. I like it a lot. Tristan, no, I think Mavzar is the best at 45. What do you think of Jones and Ngannou? Whatever happened, people say Jones ducked Ngannou, which I don't agree with. Yeah, he did not duck him. He told him what he was doing, and Ngannou left. John, we've seen Ngannou's ground game. Yeah. Do Bronx should have kept his distance, used his teeps more against Topuria? Correct. Yeah, Connor attracts the most casual hints. Yes, he does. I don't think this will happen, but I have a horrible feeling Murphy makes Volk look a touch behind each exchange. That's fair. I definitely could see that, but I could also see Volk making the adjustments and using his footwork to get on the inside or get on the sides where he could catch Lerone Murphy. Thoughts on Sandman putting Marab away with a knee to the face? Everyone keeps saying a knee to the face because he has a finish by a knee to the face. No. He has no power. No power. BSD Gaethje? I think BSD would beat him. Val versus Zhang, that's a tough one to pick. I'm leaning Zhang. Me too. Me too. I think she's going to be a little bit more physically strong. I think she's going to have a little bit more output. I think Val is good at what she does, but Zhang is just... she's a little bit more active and she's a little stronger. And I think she wins. 100%. Santiago, that's ridiculous. Do you think they will force Lusty and Quieto to 55 first? I would. Why did Diaz never become champ? The style. I think he has the ability. He always had the ability to be champion, but I just think that style just didn't translate. Jones and Ngannou never happening. Nope. Zane Bison. What? You pay-per-view, what's up, buddy? Sanhagen is really pillow fist and a bit slow. He's tough and good fight IQ, but Marab takes the fight. Correct. Nick had the ability, not Nate, though. Nate, they both had the ability. They couldn't translate it, or Nate couldn't translate it in there all the time. Like his performance against Gray Maynard, incredible. His performance against, Takanori Gomi, incredible performance. So many really, really good performances. He just couldn't be consistent. Oh, his performance against Jim Miller, first person to ever finish Jim. Connor versus Nate or Chandler is happening 100%. I agree. Val might control her on the ground. Maybe. Maybe. She's very good down there. What are some good fights that no one talks about? Ones that come into my mind are Yair Holloway, TJ Sanhagen. Yair Holloway one's okay. Holloway kind of dominated majority of that fight. Competitive at times, though. That's a good fight, though. TJ Sanhagen, that's a great fight. Some ones that people don't talk about. You know what? Urane Aldana versus Cara Rosa. It's a girl fight, but it is potentially fight of the year. That fight is incredible. BSD Chael Sonnen comes up with some of the dumbest takes on the guy. Actually said he has a feeling the UFC White House card main event is going to be Ferguson McGregor. That's stupid. How far will Jacoby Smith go? I don't really know because he did not look good against Nico Price. Should Nate, the third fight should be a retirement for both. I agree. Who should not fight next? He's 55. Destroyed that guy. Could you do like Jake Matthews? Maybe he's a little too high up there. He's in a weird spot. I feel like Nick took his career more serious than Nate. That's fair. Lower center of gravity a little. Tank Whaley has Val. Has ever fought anybody with Whaley's build? That's fair. I think the only thing is like Val's fought Nunes, arguably beat her once. It's such a tough fight for Val. You're forced Holloway to grapple. People forget, man. Yes, he did. Chael is a master troll. Sure. Tattoo Taylor versus Royval. Good fight. No one talks about. Ooh, yeah, that was a good fight. It was honestly It wasn't really that close. It was basically an ass whooping. I think it was like one round where Taylor looked good in, but he showed great heart. But I agree it should be Nate, but I really want to see Connor Chandler. I agree with that. Andrew Tate, the most overrated kickboxer? Yes. Does he have skill? Sure. Still overrated. Nate Diaz breakout win was against Michael Johnson. That was his way to superstardom. That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I remember him fighting Takanori Gomi and absolutely mauling him, beating Gray Maynard, of course, beating Jim Miller, beating, and then yeah, beating Michael Johnson. That's a great one. I'm leaning Corey, but his performance against TJ gives me pause. He got held against the fence so much. Not even the Umar fight as isn't similar to Marab really, in my opinion. Yeah, but Umar was able to control TJ a lot on the ground. And I think that activity for Marab is going to win him the fight. Chael is a chatterbox, though he talks himself into ramble on. He ends up saying nothing. Yeah, that's frustrating. I would love to see Jake Matthews versus Daniel Rodriguez. I agree with that. Oh, yeah, Rodriguez-Taylor was a good fight. Yep. Okay, I got another one. This is a really good one in the primes. Chimaev versus Romero. Who would win? Chael's undefeated. Still the greatest trash talk I've ever seen. Who wins in a rematch? 3 rounds. Jesus. What percentage do you give Magomed and Goliath to win? It's a 50-50 fight. It's 50-50 fight. Neil Magny, Jake Matthews is boring. I disagree. But I like Jake Matthews. Diaz always had fans. He got big after McGregor. Yeah, he always had fans. He just got confirmed after Conor. And it's not like Conor looked bad. Conor looked great. And then he got tired. People forget, man, Kevin Holland beat Fluffy. Yes, he did knee to the body. Diaz, what's he up to? He's just had a boxing fight. Would Chandler beat Conor? I think it's a good fight for Conor to win. McGregor, Gaethje, Whitehouse main event. Yikes. Could you imagine? How's it going today, bud? It's going. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Nick better than 8? Yes, Fight Milk. Yes. Yes. So many good fights with Nick. So many good. Like the Paul Daly one. Oh my goodness. Really Howland beat Fluffy. Beat the potty mouth. Yep. Knee to the body. TKO'd him pretty quickly in their fight, too. It was his first fight in the UFC, I think. Was it his first? Let's look. Anthony Hernandez. No. Actually, that was his that was his third fight in the UFC. Third. Conor should fight one more time, even before thinking about the White House card. I agree with that. Wasn't Diaz's last fight against Ferguson in the UFC? Yes, it was. Fuck, should probably bet Mike Perry coming up. He's a lock. Jeremy Stevens is a dog. He's not a great MMA fighter, but as a boxer, he's probably pretty good. Gaethje is a great fighter, and sometimes he just makes his opponents look silly. I think Gaethje's a tidbit overrated. I gotta be honest. McGregor returns to the White House, coked up, Roadhouse style. You keep the Roadhouse name out of your mouth. I'm not talking about the new one either. I'm talking about the old one, the good one. Jacoby Smith versus Renat would be such a banger. No. I would have loved to see Charles Oliveira at welterweight against Kevin Holland. Oh, I agree with that. Pay-per-view records? Yeah. I never KOs Diaz. If he couldn't finish him in that first fight, he's never finishing Diaz, but I see what you're saying. Jacoby Smith versus Carlos Leal would be such a banger. That's not bad. Hill ain't good. He only beat a bunch of old dudes on the way out besides the crumbled chin. He'd never be champ if he didn't get a lucky break. Jan cooks him even now. Okay. I think he was really, really good back in the day before that Achilles injury, but fair. Tom Aspinall would have KO'd Jones so bad, although Jones ran scared. Thoughts on Gable Stevenson? I mean, good first fight. Didn't fight anybody impressive. I do see Oliveira doing at welterweight. I think the power would be a problem for Oliveira. It was actually pathetic the way he didn't want to fight Tom. If Conor and Diaz fight, they will fight at welterweight again. Yes. I think honestly, better for Conor is to fight him at 55. I think RDA would have defeated McGregor. The problem is, like, people forget RDA's chin's not great. So, like, if it's Mystic Mac, if it's the same dude that showed up to fight Eddie Alvarez, nobody's beating him. Nobody would have beaten Conor that night. How does Oliveira Holland go? I mean, Oliveira grappling and probably submitting Holland. I mean, yeah. Like RDR Holland. Yes, 170. That was a super fight at heavyweight. RDA would have been starched. Yeah. Yeah. It's just nobody was beating that person. Nobody. Probably one of the greatest championship performances I've ever seen, besides like TJ Dillashaw, Renan Barão. Have you ever seen that happens before? Those active champion refusing to fight a challenger. And yeah, RDA is great too. Bo Nickel lock next fight. If he loses, then why? I don't think so. I don't think he's a lock. Vieira's really good. Vivek, what's up, buddy? I don't think McGregor will go back to lightweight. Yeah, 70, I don't think it's his home. How do you know he refused, LG? Took Khabib 4 rounds to take Conor out, and that wasn't the best version of Conor. The narrative of him fighting grapplers and fighting bad is wrong. Correct. The best person to fight against Khabib? Conor. I hate Jones, but him not giving Tom isn't dumb. If Tom loses ever at heavyweight, high chance then the average fan will discredit how much of a challenge he was for John. You gonna dress up for Halloween? No, I'll be at work. Your favorite? What? You should be a vampire. McGregor is a huge at welterweight. He's also powerful in that division. Yeah, but I don't think that footwork's there, and that footwork needs to be there. Yeah, I would do something horror if I was doing it. You said 70 is his home? Yeah, because I don't think he's going to go to 55. I want him to go to 55. I thought someone was saying here that he was talking about going down. But the last peak McGregor was Cowboy, dismantled him pretty easy. I just wish we can see one more performance of that Conor. Fair. Nico Price, yuck. McGregor has a small frame, yes. Someone who follows Islam? No UFC this week? Yeah, it sucks. He wasn't fighting Tom because the moment Jones beat Tom, everyone is going to say Tom sucks. And then be like, Jalton's next. Curtis Blades. McGregor only's got an advantage on the featherweight, and you won't ever make it again. Correct. Do you dye your hair white as Santa for Christmas? No. I think McGregor fights Masvidal or Ferguson? No way. Johnny, what's up, buddy? Your Buffalo Bills won today. Yep. That defense, they got to clean that shit up. I mean, Tua was throwing all over them for a second. Obviously, and then the interception. But, I mean, he was cooking. The fact that the game, that ending score is a little misleading. Volkov has the chance? Yes. McGregor probably fights Chandler at welterweight if the fight actually happens. That's fair. Anyone with McGregor shouldn't be the main eventing the White House. I agree. 100% should not be. Masvidal whoops McGregor too big and too kick heavy. The problem is people forget the best Masvidal we've seen is at 55, not even at 70. They're both old. Anything can happen now. Yeah. 40 and 37. Well, I know UFC this weekend, they always do this. No pay-per-view this month. They push the dates back. Yeah, just trying to spread it out a little bit. Mystic Mac versus Smoke Street Judas. Attacks his bad leg. Yep. Gon and Volkov parlay set up the trilogy fight. Yeah. I thought about something McGregor last two fights were at lightweight Dustin 2 and 3. Yeah. The way Masvidal ran through Nate was his best performance. His best performance. His best performance. Honestly, one of his best is probably Cowboy. Cowboy was great. Darren Till one was good. But where he was his best was at 55. People forget about that. So McGregor could very well be a lightweight if he comes back. I think running through Till was more impressive. See, there you go. There you go. Even though he was a tidbit overhyped, it's still crazy impressive at home, too, for Till. Crazy impressive. McGregor versus McConnell, the money fight, yuck. I would be actively rooting for McGregor. I am not a fan of McConnell. McGregor hasn't been at 70 since January 2020 against Cowboy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, money. All right, I'm outie. Take care, my bro. Reyes TKOs Olber in the second and third. Both Tafas get KO'd due to the ground and pound. I agree. Connor is an alcoholic. I appreciate your clutch. Thank you for being here, buddy. Not coming back, he'll gas out, yes. Masvidal, very undisciplined in his prime and was still good. He could have been great. I agree. Holloway McGregor 2 would be good. Holloway would absolutely maul McGregor. That would be bad. Unless you wanted to watch Conor get beat up. So Tristan, Junior Tafa pulled up, yep. Yay. Holloway might KO McGregor because he can crack at lightweight. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. It isn't fair to put McGregor with top lightweights. Correct. %100 agree. Watch Conor get beat up? Yeah. Yeah. Holloway should have moved up sooner after the Volk trilogy. Yeah. McGregor at White House is pretty much confirmed. Even Dana is saying that right now. Yeah, he says a lot of things, though. Still a Conor fanboy. I don't want to see that boy get hurt anymore. Yeah. Conor has a longer reach than Holloway. He's taller, too. I think the time being out in the timing, I think Holloway would beat him up. Want to see Fedor in the UFC? He's done now. Conor hurt himself? Yeah. Yeah, but it's almost the pay-per-views. Will be most viewed event ever? Yeah. Sometimes reach doesn't mean anything. Correct. All right, well, I appreciate you guys being here. Subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already. I wonder if Ian Gary is trying to get more money because Pratis fight before him. Yeah, it's weird what Gary is doing, but I appreciate you. No more UFC illegal streaming. That's okay. Conor has the best chance against Chandler at this point. I agree. But I appreciate you guys. I will be live again tomorrow. Thank you. As always, peace. Conor is good for the sport. Oh, God.